there, my name is Wendy Cranford, and I'm going to be sharing the Effortless Artistry paper Humming Harmony from Crafty Meraki, along with some other coordinating products. So we've got a stamp set that coordinates, along with a die that coordinates and cuts out all of the hummingbirds from the stamp set, along with the paper. And then we have the Magic Maker pop-up box die. This die is really cool because it creates a fun fold card for you and really takes all the guesswork out of, how to make the card itself, the card base. So we're going to pop all of these dies off, and then we are going to die cut from that EAP pack. That's what Crafty Meraki refers to as these effortless artistry paper collections. So when you hear me say EAP pack or EAP, that's what it is. So there's several choices here, and I'm just kind of flipping through them. I have sped the video up. I don't really move this fast. And I'm going to just die cut all of the parts and pieces all at one time. This is brilliant. I just love this. And I love that everything is just colored for you and done. So all you have to do is run it through your die cut machine, and you've got some beautiful pieces to work with and build your card with. All of the sheets, there's different patterns, or I shouldn't say patterns, different colors in some of the sheets. And so you just kind of have to pick what you think will go best with your project, your base project. I'm going to pop this on top of my magnetic sheet here and then run this through my die cut machine. And then I'm going to cut a second sheet because I wanted to have plenty of options when I went to build my pop-up card. So you can see here they all cut out perfect. They all pop out super easy. And you can see you would be able to make a whole bunch of cards really fast by using this. It is just a really cool idea. I love how they do this. So popping all those bits and pieces out, and then we will pick another hummingbird, humming harmony, I guess I should say, sheet to die cut. So I'm just going to flip through, and I ended up choosing that nice bright dark blues because I decided that I wanted my card base to kind of be a dark, deep blue. And I thought these hummingbirds would go really, really well with it, along with the flower. I think that's a calla lily at the bottom. And I just thought these were beautiful. These ones are probably my favorite as far as, the color of them in the entire pack. So then I grabbed some dark blue cardstock and die cut that, and die cut all of these pieces in white. You actually only need one layer of each of the layering pieces, but I cut two because I couldn't decide what color direction I wanted to go. I grabbed my distress inks and I started with Squeezed Lemonade, Lucky Clover, and Mermaid Lagoon. And then I grabbed saltwater straw, scattered straw. And what else did I get? I don't know, festive berries and something else. You'll see them here in a minute. Anyways, I then am going to ink blend and create my backdrop. This is the one I actually ended up using. So I never did use the other one. I'll use it on a different card. I did ink blend 2 panels because I just wasn't sure which one I would like best. For my ink blending, I always go over my ink blending 2 times to try to get the smoothest transition possible. And I really love how this one turned out. Here, I'm just adding some super strong adhesive to the tabs and gluing together the wings, I guess we could call them, on the edge of the box. And that creates the initial box piece. Everything else just gets ink blended to match that background. And then we are going to adhere this to the front and side panels of the card base. So here I actually ended up just doing the ink blending of Squeezed Lemonade and Mermaid Lagoon, and where they met in the middle, they kind of made a green color. So I really didn't add the Lucky Clover on my smaller pieces of my ink blending. Then I realized I needed something in the center of this card to give me another layer of dimension. So I went ahead and I die cut a second dark blue panel piece that has the little tabs at the ends. I added really strong adhesive to the end of that. And then I am going to place this inside the pop-up box. You'll see here in a second. That gives me a whole nother layer to add stuff to. I can add hummingbirds or flowers. You'll see when I'm done here that it ends up looking really cool. So I'm just removing the release tape from the back of these tabs, and then I'm going to fold it over very carefully, put it inside this box and adhere it to each end, giving this box an extra layer. The other thing this does is it helps the pop-up box be a little more sturdy. There's not as much room in between the front panel and the back panel, and that creates a little bit more stability for the box when it's popped up. So now you can see there's an extra layer inside there. You can't really see it from the front, but you can see it from looking down at the top. Once I got that all in place, I just started playing with all my different pieces and parts I had cut out and started adhering them to my box. This guy went in the very back to just give some fun look in the back, and then we layered some of the hummingbirds with dimensionals to pop them up over the top of the flowers. And yeah, we glued a hummingbird to the front, and we glued some flowers into the center divider thing that I created. And this just creates lots of fun dimension and beauty in this card. I love how this card turned out. And I'm going to be totally transparent. Normally, I would like to color my own images. And I was a little hesitant thinking like, oh, I'm not sure about this. But you guys, how fun and easy is this? Especially if you have to mass produce. If you have to mass produce your cards, having these pre-colored for you and all you have to do is die cut them is literally brilliant. So then I just had to add one or two more little components to finish this card off. I really wanted a hummingbird looking like it's drinking out of this flower on the front of the box. And then I decided to add the word happy day, and I'm using some pop-ups to do that. And then I'll add it to the front of this card to just give it that much more dimension. The last thing I'm going to do is to add some rhinestones. I got some fun gems and rhinestones from Crafty Meraki, and I love their little heart tray that you can pour your gems and stuff into. And then I also have a pickup tool type thing from them as well that's so awesome, and it's so pretty. I love all of the like shimmery, iridescent, rainbow looking tools. You'll see them here in a minute. So then, and of course, we've talked about before how much we all love these little containers that hold all the gems. So I'm just opening this one up. This one was not unwrapped yet. And once I get this one open, I'm just going to pour some of these gems into that little heart dish that is from Crafty Meraki. And then use this pickup tool to pick up my gems and place them down. I think this release of product is absolutely beautiful, and I hope that you check it all out, and I hope you enjoyed this video and all the fun goodies I used. I really love it, and I hope you guys visit again very soon. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope you have an awesome day. Bye-bye.